Hello and welcome to another episode of 21 Questions by Trivia Tribe. My name is Mike van Acker, and for 22 years I've been running trivia shows in pubs and clubs, and now I'm in your phone as this podcast. Let's play. Question 1. Which famous nurse was known as the Lady with the Lamp? That's Florence Nightingale, the Lady with the Lamp. Question 2. In music, what starting with T describes the pace at which the music is performed? It'd be the tempo. Question 3. Which planet takes approximately 23 hours, 56 minutes and 4 seconds to make one complete rotation on its axis? Unless you're listening from outer space, the answer to that is this planet, that's the Earth. Question 4 is always a true or false on this podcast. True or false? There are 32 black squares on a regular chessboard. That one's true. There are also, of course, 32 white squares. Question 5. Generally speaking, what do the words bonjour, guten tag, and konnichiwa mean? They all mean hello or good morning or words to that effect. Question 6, bit of biology for you. Is your humerus closer to your knee or your elbow? Your humerus is in your arm, therefore it's your elbow. Question 7. Historical figures. Is Catherine the Great associated with the history of France, Germany, or Russia? Catherine the Great was a Russian figure. After question 7, we do the first clues for the Who Am I for the episode. Who am I? I was born in Northern Ireland in 1947, but grew up in New Zealand, where I began my acting career. I was christened Nigel, John, Dermot, but I'm not known by any of those names. One of my earliest film roles was in My Brilliant Career. Any thoughts yet? I think you'll know who this actor is by the end, but that's so far a little bit obscure. Question 8. Which British chef stars in TV's Hell's Kitchen and The F Word? That'd be Gordon Ramsay. Question 9. Which Finnish mobile phone manufacturer was the world leader in mobile phones between 2008 and 2012? That'd be Nokia. Nokia kind of went away when smartphones came out in a big way. They are now a leading business-to-business technology innovation company focusing on network infrastructure, AI-powered connectivity, and industrial automation. Why am I putting it like that? Because I read that straight off their website. Good-o. Question 10. What is the official language of Ecuador? The Ecuadorians speak Spanish. Question 11 is a true or false, and it involves the FIFA World Cup. True or false? Brazil has won the most FIFA World Cups. Is that true? Is that false? That's true. Brazil has in fact won the most FIFA World Cups. They won in 1958, 62, 70, 94, 2002. And they're known for their iconic yellow jerseys. Brazil is the only team to have played in every tournament since 1930. Question 12. I Like It was a hit song in the 1960s for the group Jerry and the Who. Now, when I say the Who, I don't mean the Who. Jerry and the Pacemakers. Question 13. What's the collective name for the three waterfalls that straddle the international border between the Canadian province of Ontario and the US state of New York? That's Niagara Falls. Question 14. In which 1982 film does Dustin Hoffman play an actor who dresses as a woman to land a role in a soap opera? It'd be Tootsie. More clues now for the Who Am I? It's the actor we talked about, My Brilliant Career. Let's press on. Who am I? I starred in the 2000 Aussie movie The Dish, which was a movie about Australia's involvement with the moon landing. I became globally famous after starring in a blockbuster franchise about dinosaurs brought back to life. I'm a blood cancer survivor. In 2023, whilst taking a year off to undergo treatment, I wrote the memoir, Did I Ever Tell You This?, which was published in March of 2023. I'm known for my social media posts where I talk about and to the animals on my farm, many of whom are named after fellow actors and celebrities. Any thoughts on who that is yet? More clues after question 20 if you don't. Question 15. Which band's song, Who Are You, is a theme song or was the theme song for the TV drama CSI? That'd be The Who. The Who had a song, Who Are You? Question 16, sport question. In professional golf, what's the maximum number of clubs a player can carry? That's 14. 14, including the putter. Question 17, which 1973 horror film that featured Linda Blair regularly features on the scariest movie of all time lists? That'd be The Exorcist. Don't watch it late at night. Don't watch it when you're alone. It's a proper scary movie. Question 18. Was Zimbabwe's first president, after it gained independence in 1980, Canaan Apple, Canaan Banana, or Canaan Cherry? His name was actually Canaan Banana. Good on him. Question 19 is always still alive or not so much. I give you a name. You decide if you think they're still alive or not so much. Today, Dennis Waterman, the English actor and singer. He was in The Sweeney. He was in Minder. He was in a show called New Tricks. He used to sing the theme tunes to a lot of his shows too. Is Dennis Waterman still alive or not so much? Dennis Waterman, not so much. He died in 2022. Question 20. Classic comedy. Which Monty Python movie is the song Always Look on the Bright Side of Life in? Always look on the bright side of life. That's in Life of Brian. Final clues now for the Who Am I. It's the New Zealand actor. Think dinosaur movies, think the dish. I think we know already who it is, but here we go. Who am I? I'm known for running a winery in New Zealand called Two Paddocks, and I've said of that venture, it's ridiculously time and money-consuming business. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't so fun and satisfying, and it gets me pissed once in a while. His words, not mine. I have appeared in the movies The Hunt for Red October, The Piano, and on TV on Peaky Blinders. I am Sam Neill. Sam Neill. Okay, that is 21 questions done and dusted. Time now for the player questions. Last episode, Len from Shayla Park sent me a fascinating question. It was, true or false, there's a man buried on the moon. At the time I said that's probably true, because why would you ask me, Len, if it wasn't? And it turns out it is true, but there's a good story behind it. There's a man buried on the moon. By that I mean his ashes are on the moon. His name is Dr. Eugene Shoemaker. He was a pioneer in astrogeology, planetary astronomy, and impact cratering studies in 1997. Now, he trained astronauts for the Apollo 11, 12, and 13 missions. He wanted to be an astronaut himself, had some health issues, couldn't do that. So on July 31 of 1999, his ashes were carried to the moon on the Lunar Prospector space probe and left there. He is the only person to be buried on any celestial body outside of Earth. That is amazing trivia, Len from Shayla Park. Thank you very much. This episode, Levi from the Gold Coast. We had a few player questions from the Gold Coast lately. Levi from the Gold Coast asked the question, also true or false. True or false, in some tellings of the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Rudolph is allegedly Donna's son, as in the other reindeer Donna. Okay, I'm not even going to guess at that one. I'll go away and research that, and I'll bring you all the answer next episode. Okay, there's 21 questions done and dusted. That's episode 46. Thank you very much for listening. If you'd like to submit a trivia question for me, you can do that. 21 Questions by Trivia Tribe on Facebook, or send me an email, mike@triviatribe.com.au. This podcast comes out every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Thank you very much for your company today, and I hope you'll come back and play trivia with me again in a couple of days' time. My name's Mike van Acker. Thanks for listening. I love you. Bye.